Living with scalp psoriasis can be quite challenging for any patient. It becomes even more difficult if your scalp psoriasis gets triggered. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ishu and today I am going to share some tips with you on how to manage increasing scalp psoriasis, especially if your scalp psoriasis gets triggered during the summer. So, the first tip is that you should avoid scratching your scalp, because if you scratch and you have psoriasis patches there, it can increase the chances of bleeding and also lead to infection. So you should definitely not do this. I know itching in summers is very common because of sweating. So instead of itching, it's better to keep wet wipes or a cotton cloth with you. You can use those, but do not scratch there, as it might trigger your psoriasis. The second tip is that you need to keep your scalp hydrated. The more you keep it hydrated and moisturized, the better it is. How can you do that? You can use natural oils such as coconut oil, olive oil, and tea tree oil. Set this as a routine that before going to bed or in the morning, you can apply it gently on your scalp and massage it well, or you can apply it well on your scalp half an hour before shampooing your hair. Then wash your hair with a mild shampoo. The next tip is that you have to stay as hydrated as possible. You have to ensure a plenty of water intake. Make sure that you drink at least 10 to 12 glasses of water per day so that you do not get dehydrated and also to prevent dryness. The next tip is to avoid excessive sunlight exposure. A mild exposure to sunlight is beneficial for psoriasis, but if the exposure becomes excessive, it can aggravate your symptoms. Because mild exposure to sunlight helps in reducing the rapid formation of skin cells, but if you are excessively exposed to sunlight, it can have the opposite effect and trigger your psoriasis patches. So you should not do this and avoid it. Also, if you are going outside in the sunlight, make sure to apply sunscreen with SPF 30 or more. Also, you should wear a hat if you have scabs and psoriasis. The next tip is to avoid wearing black clothes in sunlight because black clothes absorb heat. Instead, wear light-colored clothes. Along with this, if you wear black-colored clothes and your flakes fall off, they remain more visible. Whereas if you wear light-colored clothes, they won't be as visible. This is something you need to keep in mind. The next tip is that you should take regular showers. For this to work, you need to make sure your scalp stays clear and those psoriasis flare-ups are prevented. So, ensure you're not using any shampoos with harsh chemicals or any such shampoos. Instead, go for mild shampoos that are fragrance-free, especially designed for sensitive scalps. That way, it will work better for you. Alongside these tips, it's important to maintain a healthy diet. Avoid sugary drinks, processed foods, and try not to consume too many spicy foods. This will help manage the condition. Follow these tips and keep your psoriasis in check. Thank you.